think I ought to just go ahead and get started. That's my inclination, at least. I need it to be daytime. If only you could do this. Well, I don't know. I'd probably avoid doing this, actually, in the real world. You don't want time to get away from you quite so fast, after all. The real problem is not having enough time, not progressing fast enough, right? This is apartments, I think. Yeah, this isn't what I'm after. Not what I'm looking for. Aha! I see a hat. Oh. I can't afford it. I gotta get more money somehow. This is also apartments from what I can tell. This far zoomed out, those pyramids don't look to be that different in size, but I know the truth. One of them is much bigger than the other. Ah, here we are. Here we are. Here's the place where I neglected to return for a very, very long time, and should have, of course, returned quite a long time ago. Brings us to 28. Huh. Looks like there's death down below. Since I'm just about to do the first meaningful thing of the stream, I'm wondering if I should perhaps wait. Jeez. Danger. This sewer is off limits except to trained sewage professionals. It's a sewer, dude. Who cares? This Exidium crystal was installed courtesy of Global Corp. Caution, please do not touch crystal or submerge it in the water. Alright, that seems easy enough to avoid. Oh look, an elevator out of here. It doesn't work, but there is one. I guess I'll go back the other way. Oh! It's a giant worm with, I don't know, rotating teeth? Fan teeth? Anyway, I'm gonna need to do this. Oops. Oh, this is horrible. Alright, 2 down. I might die. There we go. Gotta try again. Dum-de-dum. Guess I'll reserve that cheese for when I need it. If I can make it back over there anyway. Ah, hey. Okay. See you. Today might just be a day everyone's watching it later or not at all. That's alright. Yeah, that's perfect. Hit that. Thank you. So close. There we go. I just wanted to eat a banana, dude. You have to be so rude about it. Oops. electricity in the water. That'll do it. That'll do you in. That's what happens if you put one of those crystals in water. Also, apparently this is what happens if you jump down in the middle of a cutscene like this. Alright. So in case someone is watching this, this is something I could have done long ago when I had a shovel. I just completely forgot how this was unlocked. I completely neglected to go back into that place where you can just dig to get down here. And as a result, I missed out on having one of the hearts for a very long time, one of the earliest hearts available. So now I have 2 treasure maps I need to locate, and I need to make up 100 monies in order to be able to purchase a new hat. I actually need more money than that. In order to get the good ending, I actually need to have not only all of the items, but also I have to fill in every one of these blank shadows. So I'm almost there on that. I just need 2 treasure maps, 3 treasures, and a hat. But I also need to purchase all of the items for the house. That's what I'm missing. So I'm going to have to find a source of money. Now this game, it's nice in a lot of ways, but it's not very generous when it comes to money. There's certain treasure chests that just exist and you can find them, but once you exhaust the supply of those, there's not much of anywhere else to find money. There's no easy way to grind it, at least. For the moment, I'm just seeing whether there's anywhere I haven't dug up all the chests, all the money in the ground. Have I been inside the tree on Eber Island, I wonder? Looks as if I have. Yeah, I've got everything here. Actually, that reminds me of something I might not have done. Oh good, the wind's going the wrong way. Everything from up there. It certainly feels like I got everything from topside Tomba. I could be mistaken, though. Yeah, I think I got everything up there. Stingy, evil bush. Anyway, I'm going back to Angel Oak. I think there's some money available there. Or possibly a treasure chest. Possibly a treasure map, rather. I'm not completely certain, but I think there might be. It's harder to talk when I don't feel like there's anyone I'm saying it to. Although I suppose I should say something if somebody is watching later. All we're doing today is basically just trying to clean up a few remaining things. Since nobody's watching, maybe I won't do the final, what I would call, dungeon of the game just yet. Well, the final one prior to the end game section, rather. So that means I'm looking for all the treasure I can find, all the money I can find, so that I can buy that last hat and some house amenities. I'm looking for the last few treasure maps, if they are not actually in the area in that dungeon, quote-unquote dungeon, that I mentioned a moment ago. I'll double check, perhaps online, whether they are, but I don't think they are. Anyway, if you look there, there's definitely some money available down there, so let's see if I can get at that. Yeah, okay, I needed high jump to successfully do this, I think. Except I think I'm not done. Okay, so I need to hit that with fire and also, at the same time, have fire as I jump in there? Or... no, I think maybe what I need to do is actually hit both of those leafy areas with fire at the same time. I'm not totally sure. Let's see. I think... no. Wait, no, yeah, that's it. I don't know how that works, but I've now burned part of it with fire, so I can get the rest of it by landing there. It feels like that might have been a bug, but I mean, there has to be some intended solution to this puzzle, right? Alright, I can jump up there now, so... that's not quite it. Okay, it's gonna be something like that. I guess fire has a directionality to it that I've never really noticed before. So if I push the fire upward only, then it will only burn upward, I guess. And that's all I want here. Because then I think I can just drop down into the area from the other side. Gotta scrounge for every coin I can get. Yeah, no, I can't make that. So what I'm gonna have to do is burn this in such a way that I can reach it. Ah, that's so finicky. Whoops. That's not what we wanted. At least it's easy to reset. Oh, that's not what I wanted either. Like, you need to hit a very particular spot. And not anywhere else. Ah, too much. Too much. need to land on it. Ah, come on. Sheesh. Oh. Game froze. The game froze. This is an unusual event. Well, I don't think I saved it too long ago. Interesting. The game just plain froze. I don't get that much. Yeah, okay. Just need to sail back to... well... I just need to shortcut my way back to Angel Oak and we'll be good. Maybe I'll go with the wind to the nearest island with a shortcut. If I can get money down here. Oh yeah, look, some money. Gotta have that. This is a perfectly realistic frequency of cannonball shots, I'm sure. More undersea treasure, look at that. That game freeze might be the most profitable thing that happened. In terms of literally giving me more money. Huh, I thought I could just hold down the jump button. I'm having to repeatedly press it instead. Weird. Maybe I managed to bug out the controls by accident. I'm not sure this was the faster way, but it was definitely the one that made me the most money. Oh, and now the wind has turned the wrong way. Good. Ah, here we are. To Angel Oak. saved near where I'm going to have to do a thing. Oh, look at that. Here's some coins I haven't gotten before. I was wondering, because I could see those from up above, but I wasn't really sure how to get there. Alright. Just need to fake that guy out. Alright, now to attempt this again. Nope. Way too nope. If I could just get at this from above, it would be much easier. Like, you just can't get there from above, which seems like it should be the right way to get there. Instead, I have to do this, like, burn it in exactly the right way thing. I landed there for like a split second. If I could have jumped in that split second, I would have made it. That hit way too much. Like, I have to hit it with the very last piece of the little... Like, the very last of the fire animation has to hit it, and absolutely nothing else, or else it doesn't work right. It burns way too far for me to ever jump to it. I swear, if I make this and it freezes, I'm going to be very upset. If I could just get up there from here now without having to burn more of it, it would also be just fine. Oh, come on. Let me jump up there. It's most annoying that I have to redo the first part every time, and that's not consistent either. made it! Finally. Okay. Now I can just go up here. And... there we go. Somewhere like this. Just a weird little shadow maze. And 30th dimensional fragment. No, 29th dimensional fragment. But also more money. Gotta have money. It's one of the tougher puzzles in the game. It's not necessary to do it, even to get what the game calls 100%. But it's one of the few things that I could think of that I know that I can do at this point to get more money, which I do need to get what I want. So let's save in case the game wants to freeze again after all that. Now let's go buy the last hat. Now I don't actually know where the remaining treasure maps are, and I might just look them up, especially since no one seems to be really watching. Normally I avoid looking things up just as a matter of, like, not wanting to waste everyone's time as I go search the internet, but if there's no one watching, then there's no one whose time is being wasted, right? I got stuck in between the island pieces. Good, it's already daytime, which it needs to be in order for me to purchase what I want to purchase. Maybe I'll just take the Globocorp shortcut. Go up this way in here. If I don't get my numbers up, they're going to fire me for sure. I can hardly afford rent as it is. Alright then. This is the wrong building. I'm looking for the one over to the right. Housewares, etc. Alright, I got a new wave hat. I guess it's a reference to Devo. Yep. Well, I need more money to buy a painting, apparently. I don't know exactly what they cost because she wouldn't name the price. She was just like, oh, you don't have enough coins. Well, whatever. Alright, so I need to find treasure maps 8 and 9, so let's look that up real quick. Let's see. Alright. So one of them is yet another place where I probably could have found before but didn't remember. Just like the worm. The other one, I don't know exactly where it is. Like, I have have a vague memory now that I've looked it up, but it's still a vague memory. So let's go back to Samora first, because I do know about that one. Samora is just something that I put down in my head as, I'll be able to do that later, and then completely forgot. More than anything else. There was definitely a more efficient route to go places that I could have taken. I just didn't know that I was going to be doing it. Going to be going where I'm going, I guess. Okay. And of course I'm on the wrong side of Samora as I start. Alright, at least I can make a little more money off of this. So the goal is to actually get to the top of this area somehow. I'm not sure how to do it. Oh, okay, you can push up to affect that. And then this makes a water pump happen so that there are bubbles. And that's it. I don't know how this was so difficult for me, but it was. Anyway, this leads to this outer Samora area that I could have gone to quite a while ago and just didn't realize. And this is where one of the treasure maps I'm missing is. As well as a bunch of monsters and treasures that I can probably make money off of. The only place with red beetles other than that one little pyramid. So the only other place where the purple hat is even theoretically useful. Except now I have so many tools to fight with, it's really a better idea just to throw my hook at it than to worry about equipping a different hat. Hey, there's my 30th dimensional fragment. Well, that happened. At least I get 2 coins out of it. Oh, I didn't see you there. Thanks for the money. I didn't want to run into you. Oh look, a lockpick made. Here's treasure map number 8. There's some money. Alright, I think that's everything in this area. Now, the next one, I'm not so sure about where to find it. I know that I need... It's going to be somewhere with a fairly large gap of water in it. I don't think it's in ice zone. Maybe it's in there, but I don't think so. There should be like a patch of island near it, maybe? Maybe it is in the blizzard zone, in the cold area. I'm not sure. Feels like it might be in that area, except I just sailed through that area and didn't see it, so maybe it's over here somewhere? There's some bubbles right here, which might indicate treasure, and it does. Maybe now I can afford that person's art. Yeah, now I can just hold jump and he'll go up. So I guess I glitched out the controls by accident before. And now we're back on Poveglia, so that must mean that the barrel is not here. I don't know where it is, but it's not here. Maybe it is to the west and I just didn't notice it? I'm inclined to say it's actually over by that island to the west of the one Wendy was on. It's over near there. So past the city and past the house. Maybe over in this region? Let's see. Gotta get that money. Sure is a good thing coins from whenever this was dumped way down here are still accepted in modern day. Since nobody's actively watching, I could probably I could be having a problem with the microphone and not even know it. I guess that would be interesting. Okay, I think this is it. This is what I've been looking for. I just need to get to this barrel, and I need to release it. from being stuck down here by destroying this bit of land with a bomb. There we go. Beep, beep. Okay. Now that this is released, I can walk it. Over to the left, over to the right, to be able to jump up onto this weird platforming zone, and thereby reach a treasure map. Come on. There we go. There it is, the last of the treasure maps. I'll probably do these dives too while I'm at it. Cannonball can make him jump higher when he's already jumping, which is interesting. Obviously they're programmed to jump when attacked, I guess, but it's a little bit buggy. If you could have really perfect cannonball shots, I guess you might be able to make them jump into the sky and despawn. I don't think I can quite shoot my cannon that well, though. This treasure then. Let's negative 13 something. Okay. Well, I might like to stop by Museum Island to heal before I continue. Oh, I didn't actually. Well, this is as good a place as that. Is the other one closer? A little bit. Let's do that one. It's not too far. In fact, it's already showing diagonal here. Looks like it's probably in the sea west of Poveglia. Yeah, since the Poveglia warp I think takes me to the west side of that island, that's probably what I want to do. Alright, let's go get a treasure from underwater. I get very impatient when I'm sailing against the wind, in case that's not perfectly obvious. Anyway, it's actually not too far away from where the lighthouse pointed us. Ah, wind. Changed. How nice. Bye, bird. Have fun being way behind me. Hey, maybe I can shoot at him. Oh, no. There's all this ice in the way. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna need to get rid of the ice in order to be able to dive here. That might be why I haven't accidentally stumbled into this treasure before. This is a little hard to do. Maybe I should arc it up a little bit. No, okay. Thought I hit it. This is a little irritating to try to hit. Maybe I can get at it from the other side. There we go. Now, would you stay in the water, please? Stop being a dork. Stay in the water. Alright. Maybe this is close enough, but... Okay, I'll just try it here. Yeah, this is probably going to be good enough. The fact that there is something other than empty ocean here strongly suggests that I have the right place. Whoops. Well, I might die, but... Oh yeah, there's more crud below that. I'm probably just gonna get killed. And of course, this is not the right way. I am not sure why I'm flashing. That seems really strange. Maybe some combination of the fact that I'm almost dead, I just took a hit, and I entered the water a little bit wrong. I don't know what's going to happen if I do make it back to the surface, honestly. Money! More money, please, thank you. If I can survive my way back to the surface and back to land, where a save point is, then this money will be very helpful. Which I'm not sure any of that will happen, but... Oh look, it's a thing. I got a treasure. Oh, that tentacle almost got me. Their hitboxes are kind of generously small, though, thankfully. Like, they seem to be more like thin rectangles rather than thick rectangles that hit everywhere that the sprite does, which is a little bit nice. The main deterrent, the main problem here is going to be trying to get past all those bombs. But I think I left them all kind of on the right side, so maybe I can just sneak past them on the left. Yeah, that'll work. Now, can I survive to the because I've got these guys to deal with. Oh dear. Okay, now I just need to make it back to Poveglia without dying. Poveglia is nice and safe to walk around on. I can get back to the S-Mart and save the game and not be dead. We're here. Okay, good. Wonderful. Phew. Okay, I'm not dying anymore, so now I can go to check out the last of these dive-requiring treasures over in negative 1,000 something. Gonna be pretty close to Denelso, I guess. Yeah, it's actually right that way. go get it. I just noticed some bubbles here. I don't know whether I've already got this one or not, but let's check. Aha! Money. Gotta get money. Gotta afford the art. And other things. Here there are spike-spewing clams, which still are nowhere near as threatening as those bombs were. Bubble clams are a bigger problem because you can't use your hook, so you're just stuck inside of a bubble until it decides to go away. Just great. These bubbles just hurt you by hitting you into spikes, which is still annoying, but not as bad as just not being able to move forever. Okay. Flute. Looks like a flute to me. Now I just need to make it back past this gauntlet of bubbles and spikes. Because the spike only do 1 damage, it's nowhere near as troublesome as the one I just did with the bombs. Even these spikes that they spew out of their bodies only do 1 damage. I have so much health that doesn't matter. Okay. Now I'm ready to set my destination to treasure number 7. But I'm not doing that today. I am going to make an effort to buy all the things I can for the house. We'll see. I do seem to be getting a lot of money lately, since I'm actively looking for it. Here we are at house, and I messed that up again. Oh well, I can fix it by going in and out of house. Well, that should be fine. Yep. Okay, and back to the city, and back to making it daytime again, because, you know, it has to just happen to be exactly dusk when I get here. Oh well. That should be good. So first of all, this guy has got me a torpedo cannon. And that is the last thing that I need to get from dimensional fragments, actually. Great, you found 30 interdimensional fragments. Take this torpedo cannon as a reward. Be careful though, this is dangerous. These torpedoes are used by shark hunters. So torpedoes let you hit things underwater, which you basically never need to do, but it's a nice addition. I guess I'll go show it off even though no one's watching. I'll just mess around a bit because the art place is not actually open yet anyway. So this is what torpedoes look like. They also act as cannonballs still, but well, when they collide with things underwater, they actually hurt them, instead of just going through them. I'm just gonna time skip a little bit. That should be good. Now the art should be open. Whoops, didn't want to do that. I had the bottle out and didn't realize I had the bottle out. The bottle caught the warp thing, and I didn't realize it was doing that, and then I tried to get rid of the bottle and happened to throw the warp thing directly into my own path. This elevator is a little slower than the one outside. Not to mention it makes like 6 stops along the way. But I'm still pretty sure that taking it to get where I'm going is a little faster. Would you like to buy a painting? You could hang it in your home and be inspired every day. 200 coins. You bought a painting. It looks just like the one directly above me. Thank you. I'll make sure that it is delivered to your home right away. Alright, cool. I don't know what other house amenities I'm missing. I guess I could look it up. Maybe this wiki will help me. Here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, wait, that's the wrong... no wonder. The house has 3 upgrades, but I'm not sure what they are. One of them is art. Okay, the house, painting, TV. Oh, okay. I need 400 more money to buy the rest of the house stuff. That's what I need. So I'm going to be attempting to make 400 more money. Well, I have 36, so I need to make that a 400, basically. What to do? I guess I could just sail around randomly and hope to find more treasure below the island, below the sea. Maybe that would work. I feel like I'm all out of treasure that you can just dig out of the ground, after all. Money? Please, money. I need money. Can I money? I already have this money. Next. So, I need to buy TV and a garden, both of which I can buy back on Cargill, or whatever it's called, the original island I started out on. I noticed as I was looking things up that Treasure Adventure World's house items are much more expensive, but Treasure Adventure World has a particular place where you can basically make all of the money that you will ever need. It's much more generous with money in general, for one thing, but it also gives you a lot of money in that one particular place in case you don't have it any other way. I don't need to be doing this. Okay. Here we are at beautiful Frogs Are Here Island. I mean, I haven't exactly been too bad with money the whole game. It's just this is the way it's structured. There's just a certain amount of money you need to have at the end. And it's not so easy to have it. You just have to keep looking for places to get more money. And hope that you find them. Or else you'll be trying to kill 200 spiders for money, and that's no fun. Well, we're taking a grand tour of the sea, I guess. Because, like, especially with nobody really watching, I certainly don't want to, Oh, hey, I guess you're back. So what's going on, just as a general description, I'm doing kind of a cleanup. So I found the 2 treasure maps, which are dive treasure maps for treasures you have to dive for. I found heart number 2, which I could have gotten an age and a half ago by using the shovel in the very first cave that you go into at the very beginning of the game. I also got 30 interdimensional fragments, which is the total number that I need in order to have the last upgrade over here, which is torpedo cannon. So, normally my policy for these streams is that I don't go for 100%, I just look for the good ending. In this game, the only way to get the good ending is to have what it calls 100% plus in the save file, which is basically everything here has to be completely filled in, and I have to buy everything for the house. So I have to buy not only the 1,000 coin house, but also... Is that Bubbles? I think that's Bubbles. Not only the 1,000 coin house, but also 3 house items, each of which cost 200 coins. So far I bought the expensive art from Evelyn What's-Her-Face. Oh, this is more extreme than I was expecting. Is this where one of the treasures was, I wonder? Or is this just where there's some money? I mean, I'm okay with money right now. Anyway, what was I saying? So, the only thing that I might consider 100% that you don't have to do to get what the game calls 100% is collecting all of the interdimensional fragments. You actually don't need the mystery prize, which I think is just a bunch of money, or... I don't know, I think the mystery prize for collecting 40 fragments is actually a holocade pass that lets you do the holocade for free for the rest of your life. You don't have to do the holocade for 100% also, as far as I can tell. Because you just get like a plaque or something, which doesn't really count as a house upgrade. Also, behold the power of the torpedo cannon. I can kill fish now. I can just kill them dead in the water. I can also kill sharks. If I went to the shark-infested place, I could kill sharks with this. It's pretty great. Also, that double hit, and I missed out on 3 monies. Anyway, so the biggest hurdle to getting the good ending is really making up all the money for all the things you have to buy. Like, I've been spending money on hats and this flag for the sailboat and all kinds of and some other things that are necessary as well. But I need to make this arbitrary extra 1,600 cash just to be able to buy the house and all of its amenities. Like, the only place where I can truly say maybe I wasted money was when I bought shark repellent before doing the shark dive quest, where you need to dive. Oh, my control is glitched out. This is great. So what's happening is, normally you're supposed to be able to just hold down the jump button in order to go back up, but I'm instead having to rapidly press it to go back up. This is glitched controls. That's not supposed to be this annoying. I'm just glad, I guess I should feel glad that I can even get up there at all. Maybe that happens if you dive while you're in the air, like if you jump and then dive before landing. That's my best guess as to how that happens. But it's very irritating. This is the second time or so that it's happened as I've been trying to dive for things. Hi, Soul4. Your Steam puzzle was really interesting, but the rest of you wasn't really all that interesting. I feel like there should be more places that I could dig for cash, but I guess maybe I've exhausted all of those long ago. Oh hey, look, it's sharks. And apparently, even though they're supposed to be weak to torpedoes, they're not that weak to them. Well, there we go, I killed a couple sharks. How nice. Nostalgia, where the first treasure was. dig for vegetables because those respawn. Unfortunately, I already got all the treasure there is to get from this area, because there's a lot of it. Again, I haven't exactly been ignoring, like, a lot of opportunities to get treasure. I've only bought about as many lockpicks as I'm going to ultimately need, it seems like. I got both treasures from this place. I don't want to go around having to kill 100 spiders or a whole lot of monster in general just to be able to get money, but I might have to. You know, I played an Untitled Story recently, and an Untitled Story is actually worse than this when it comes to being stingy with money that you need, because you actually have to pay a toll to progress at certain points before the game really gives you a good way to get money at all. Crabs are actually more profitable, it seems, than spiders at least. But no, I shouldn't have to do that. I think there must be more treasure chests that I just haven't gotten yet. And I'm pretty committed to just at least trying to get to the point of having the house fully upgraded this time. Because once I've done that, the last treasure is in the last, what I would call a proper dungeon of the game, and it's really something that I prefer to save for the last and savor it. Blah. So, an Untitled Story is like what happens when you make a when you want to make a high difficulty platformer, but someone tells you that you're supposed to be making a Metroidvania. That's my best description of what it's like to be playing the game. I mean, I don't pretend to know what was going through the creator's head as he was making it. Look, a free interdimensional fragment. I don't pretend to know what was going through the creator's head as he was making it, but it's basically, that's how I would characterize it. Like, imagine that someone was wanting to make an extremely high difficulty platformer, but someone told him, you're not allowed to do that, you have to make a Metroidvania instead. I don't know. Anyway. Like, the high difficulty doesn't show off at the very beginning or anything, but it gets there after a while. The main problem is that a lot of health upgrades, which are necessary to get 100%, are locked behind these stupid no damage challenges, where you have to go through an area that's pretty reasonable to get through if you can just use all of your health, but you have to get through it without taking any damage whatsoever, which is frequently just completely ridiculous. It basically makes the health you have completely meaningless for those particular parts, and I find that really irksome, because the whole point of having health in a Metroidvania is so that you can tank things sometimes. That's the point of collecting a lot of health upgrades, and invalidating that just doesn't feel right. I don't know why I wanted to get 100%, I just did. I have a very strong obsessive completionist streak, which normally I try to suppress unless I really like a game, but an Untitled Story I wouldn't characterize as being a game that I liked so much that it deserved to be completed 100%. It fell into some kind of range where I was like upset enough at it that I just wanted to do everything in it to prove that I could, or something like that. I can't describe my mental state accurately, I think, at that point, for why I wanted to do that. So for some reason, there's a coin here that's regenerated, because I collected all these before, but now one of them is just back. I don't know what that's about. But I noticed it as I was trying to complete the awful fire puzzle up there. There's an awful fire puzzle which leads just to an interdimensional fragment and some money, but because money is so necessary, that's more required than it sounds to actually deal with said trap. To actually deal with said fire puzzle. I don't know why I'm going down here, there wasn't a bubble or anything. It just, like, there's all these piranhas, I wonder if they're hiding something. Nope, completely blank ocean floor. At least I can hold jump to go up. But yeah, also an Untitled story, once you have the ability to talk to people... Oh, there's a bubble. Once you have the ability to talk to people, there are these guys who require you to give them a certain amount of money to progress past them and get to more of the game. And the worst part is, the game gives you, before you know that those exist, the game gives you an opportunity to spend all your money on basically a house and various amenities for said house, and also on some particular upgrades and health. And it's like, how was I supposed to know that I was going to need this money for something else when you give me something this superfluous to use it on? Like, the combination of something superfluous like that you can spend your money on and needing to spend your money is okay if you can grind money easily, but you also can't grind money easily. What I wound up doing was actually cheating at the game's blackjack, which you can play blackjack for money in the game. I wound up cheating at it by save scumming. Because the game tries to prevent save scumming in the most annoying way possible, which is when you quit the game, it saves even though it doesn't save. It's like you'll lose your unsaved progress, but it still saves how much money you have anyway. I had to actually use the task manager to quit the game in order to save scum and cheat at blackjack. And that was the only way I could find to make enough money to get everything. The other major complaint I have about an Untitled story is that 3 of the hearts are locked behind buying an arcade cabinet for your house and playing the game good enough. And the standards for playing the game good enough are way, way too high for at least 2 out of the 3 available games. Okay, we're coming to the point. I'm going to have to go down into the catacombs here, below this museum, and go through all 11 treasure pillars because there is a bunch of money locked away behind that. I might have hoped to actually run this gauntlet after having the 12th treasure, but the fact that there are shortcuts means that this will still be making progress. So this seems like a good way to try to get the remaining 200 money I need. But first, we're going to be reading all of these descriptions. Temporal Ring granted the hero the ability to travel safely through other dimensions. Orb of Revelation allowed the hero to communicate with gods. That was our first one. I mean, technically we're robbing the temple under the museum, which was already robbed once, I guess. Book of Rendition allowed the hero to instantly translate and understand any known language. We wouldn't need that today because everyone seems to know the same language anyway. Even animals. Echo Mirror, used as a shield to reflect spells cast at him back at the attacker. I really wish I had that for the final boss of this game, and that's the most I'll say about it. So over here, Gem of Rapid Oxidation allowed the hero to cast powerful columns of fire. Just that alone would have made half the bosses in this game trivial. Come on. Gossamer Cane allowed the hero to lift impossibly heavy objects with ease. Pretty unique lifting item, I would say. Chaos Whistle. One toot on this whistle would confuse enemies, causing them to attack their allies. Incessant Potion, a never-ending elixir that revigorated the hero in battle. Now that just sounds overpowered as heck. Just imagine you're playing Zelda and you have an unlimited supply of life potion. Cloak of Inconspicuousness allowed the hero to hide himself from his enemies by camouflaging with the surroundings. Voltaic Bracelet gave the hero the ability to harness the power of electricity. That sounds more impressive than it probably is. It probably only works in very specific circumstances or something. Casimir Feather allowed the hero to soar through the sky for brief periods of time. That sounds to me like a fast travel item. So there's just one item left, and you can clearly see it looks an awful lot like a sword. So that's going to be the Hero Huiyen's sword, most likely. Anyway, let's take this on down to wherever our last progress save was. Hi there! We're exploring the temple for money. Red beetles! Oops. Yeah, these guys give a little money. Check out my purple hat. Okay, I said a little while ago that there are only 2 places where the purple hat is useful. I forgot about red beetles existing in this area too. Oh, check it out, a dimensional fragment for free, just for being here. This is Treasure Adventure Game. It's one of the better Metroidvanias that exists. I have a few complaints about it, but it's still pretty good. Ah, look at this. I need to light all 4 torches, but they go out very quickly. So, I actually need to hit all 4 directions in one go. A little bit tough. There we go. Check it out. Alright, here is a downward crawling section with spikes. This is an interesting one because you don't see anything like this elsewhere. Nowhere else is there a place where you actually have to worry about anything, any hazards whatsoever while crawling through a tunnel like this. Ah, here's that promised treasure. Gimme. Oh, fire bats. I'm so glad that I don't have any kind of wooden shield mechanic to worry about in this game. That would be irritating. Oh, I didn't see you. Get out of my face. Go away. This is a computer game. I don't know, Treasure Adventure World might be available for PS4, which is a remake of this game, with some various improvements and other changes. It's a different game, but it's similar. It has some of the same plot anyway. Now then. Ah, time for Barrel. Remember Barrel? We did Barrel back in the Crystal Caves. Or I think they were called something else. The Exidium Crystal Caves. I wonder how I can get to that dimensional fragment. Ta-da! If I didn't get it then, though, then I would have to go all the way back. Ah, fire bat! Those fire bats have very good camouflage. Here's why we wanted the barrel, by the way. More money! Yeah, this is what I was supposed to do to be able to afford those house upgrades. Check it out. So I think, when I had that time that I could, So there's a part of the game that I think not much of anyone was watching at the time, where you get a wind spell, and you can use the wind spell to, Oh, look at that. You can use the wind, you get like a swirly wind over you that you can just use to continuously fill your bottle with wind. Pretty great. Just in general, wind works as a secondary jump, like that. I also probably could have completely skipped that puzzle by just tanking my way past those spikes, but that didn't feel like it was in the spirit of things. Ah, more money. Gimme. Oh, I missed a bit. Hold on. Hold on, Mr. Fire Guy. I wanted the money back up there. Oh dear. He's doing damage to me. 400. Alright. That's all the money I needed, so now I just need to survive up to the next elevator zone. Elevator checkpoint. Okay, yeah, this is clearly what I was supposed to be doing that whole time I was griping about not having enough money. Also, suspiciously, the elevator goes down from here. We have completed the temple. All that's left is the 12th treasure, and beyond that column is the end of the game. So that's good, too. Yeah, okay. I was being a little harsh about how stingy the game is with money, because I was not paying attention to this. Still, I'm only about 79 over the total amount of money that I would need to get everything, even after doing the whole temple. So I don't know. After doing the whole temple and all of the underwater dives for money that I could possibly locate, and all of the hidden money that I could find, and just all of the money everywhere, all the money you can dig out from under the ground, even after getting all that, I'm still just barely over the required amount to buy everything. So I don't know. Anyway, at the very least, there is enough money in existence to not have to grind it all, so that's good. As long as you don't spend it all on shark repellent or something, or lockpicks or something dumb like that. So let's see, there's 2 things that I can buy from Cargill Island for my house. But it's going to have to be day to purchase either of them, so I'll just slip through dimensions to check that out. To wait that out. Blah. I like having the option to just slip through dimensions in order to be able to change what time of day it is. Oh, whoops. I can't jump through the chimney. Eat plenty of fruits and vegetables to stay healthy. If you ever need to rest or take a break, come back here. I think the weird outhouse noises finally stopped. I don't have to hold it anymore. Yeah, I beat a sewer worm. That's all I'm going to say. I defeated a sewer worm. You bought a house? Have you thought about putting in a garden? I could stop by sometime and plant it for you. And by that she means give me 200 coins and I could do that. You bought a garden. That's a nice shovel you have. Could you dig up these turnips for me? Feel free to take as many as you want. No one in my house will even touch them. This is supposed to be your look how shovel work. Look how you can get health for shovel from shovel usage. Now the other place where I can buy something is back in the 615. So you bought a house, eh? Well, how would you like to have a TV to keep you occupied on those lonely rainy nights? I have a great deal on a new TV. What do you say? You bought a TV. Well, I don't think Henry is supposed to be saying that, but whatever. Thanks for buying the TV. I'll make sure it's delivered to your home and installed, at no extra cost, of course. Alright. That's everything for the house. So if I'm not mistaken, I think my save file should now have a plus next to it. Or maybe that doesn't show up until after you get 100% too. What I'm going to do though is go check out that house now that I've got art and a TV and a garden. We gotta go check that out. Look what it sees, see what it looks like. Look what it sees like. I think I'm losing the ability to talk slowly. The sky got really dark a little bit ago and it's raining now outside in the real world. Like, I'm surprised. Like, it looks like it's nighttime because of how dark the sky is outside. Or at least dusk, I suppose. Alright, just past the city is my house. Ta-da! Alright, so let's see. Here's this garden right here. I can dig up vegetables if I want them for some reason. Here's the house. Look, all the cobwebs are gone. One of them's been replaced with I don't know, is this a painting of lips in the sky? A red crystal maybe? A heart? A rose? I don't know. It looks like, the background looks like sky, and if it is supposed to be a rose, then where's the stem? Anyway, and here we've got our TV. I can turn it on, and it makes that noise. I think maybe it's not getting a very good signal. Ah well. What else did I buy for this place? Oh yeah, garden. I already looked at that. This place is looking nice now. Once this adventure is over, you've got yourself a cozy little pad to relax in. Yep. So I want to check... Is there not a save point in this island? I thought there was, but... Well, now that I've done all that, there are only 2 tasks remaining. There are exactly 2 tasks left. As far as I'm aware, anyway. So one of them is this, right down there, that place we unlocked before. Lower Globacorp is the location of the final quote-unquote dungeon, and where the last not-end boss is. Once I've done that, I'll have all 12 treasures, and I will be able to go to the end game right away. Oh wait, I saved the game. I wanted to actually... Yeah. I want to get here so I can take a look at something. Okay. That plus means that I have everything for the house. The remaining 2% is almost certainly just that one treasure that I'm missing. So that's good. Since there's still a little time, I'm going to go show what happens if you wear the New Wave hat, which is a hat I bought in this town, in a certain shop in this town, for 100 coins. I'm going to show what happens if I wear this hat while playing at the Hollowcade. I think the Hollowcade is open no matter what time it is. I could be wrong though, so let's check. Also, the New Wave hat obviously evoking Devo. Thanks, you're now a member and can play as much as you want. Okay, maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know what it is you get for 40 dimensional fragments, I just know that I don't need it. I guess there were going to be 3 games at some point, but there's just the one. So, Breakress. The only difference between playing Breakress without the hat and playing Breakress with the hat is that now you can sort of, kind of bounce it off your head, but also it gets stuck on your head in a way that's really inconvenient if you're unlucky, so it can sometimes preserve your combo a little bit better, but usually it's actually about as much harm as it is help. So like this thing that's advertised as being a big help for this one really irritating part of the game is only sort of helpful and still irritating. So I'm still not probably going to make a high score, even quote-unquote cheating. Because this game is so hard to control in the first place. So my score is 2029. Let's see what the high score is one more time. 3,200. Yeah. It demands perfection. And I'm not feeling it. Well, that door just closed in my face. Anyway, since I don't need it for 100%, and since it's what I consider the most painful part of the game trying to get that high score, I'm just going to skip it. At least I've shown off Breakress, I guess. Alright, so I could start Lower Globacorp now, but I don't want to. I want that to really be its own stream, because I think more than likely I'll be able to do Lower Globacorp and the endgame all in one 2-hour stream. Maybe that's an hour apiece or less. So that seems like this seems like a really good place to stop, because I've done all the cleanup that I needed to do. I've got just the one treasure map left to fulfill, and that's it. If I were going for true 100%, there are 7 more interdimensional fragments that I could get, but I don't have to get them, so I'm not going to worry about it. If I run across one, of course I'll go pick it up, but I don't even know where they're all hidden. So, for the moment, thank you for watching. Go back and watch me fight the sewer worm, perhaps, if you're feeling bored. But, have a good rest of the week and weekend and so on, and farewell.